Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We are going to be taking a look at the ICP Internet Computer Price Chart. We will also take a look at the Jasmy price chart. And then, of course, we know that these things, they don't exist in their own bubble. So we also have to take a look at the general market conditions. Because really the question in most people's minds is that since we have been in a very boring market, is the bull market actually over? And have you actually started a bear trend here? I'm going to be trying to answer all those questions in today's video, right? So without me further running my mouth too much, let's start here on the 4-hourly time frame with the ICP Internet Computer Price Chart. And you can see that I'm anticipating still the price to find some kind of a support level right around this zone here. I will tell you specific price target in a minute, but you can see that there is a bar of support level which I'm anticipating that support will start to show up right there. We are headed towards that level, but of course, if we grab our Fibonacci retracement too, and then from the moment we were finding footing in the market here for ICP to where we actually had a local peak, we can still see that, yeah, we are approaching like very key Fibonacci retracement levels like the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. That's something like $7.31 for ICP. But I think here for me, the last line in the sand is somewhere around $7.10 because that's where the 702 Fibonacci retracement level is lying, and usually that fib level comes in very much handy. So for ICP, you're nothing very much worried until we get to something like $7.10, and then from there maybe we'd have to reevaluate to see how strong the market is. But for now, I'm still expecting the price to find some kind of a support in the zone of support that I've drawn. But of course, we were also taking a look at the price in a different way altogether. Yesterday, we were basically inverting the price so that we actually get rid of our biases, and we clearly see a distribution structure in here for ICP. And the easiest example that I can give is the recent price action that we saw with Ton back then in 2023. We're also seeing the same kind of a thing. So if we go ahead and copy this fractal, now come back to ICP, paste it in here on the ICP Internet Computer Price Chart, we can still see that, look, we'll be headed towards the downside. But in actual fact, if we now go back and invert the price chart one more time back to its normal scale, we'll see that we'll be anticipating some kind of a rally here for ICP. Obviously, this is a very important level for me, right around $11.50, because this, in my humble opinion, is where I think that the decision will be made for ICP, whether we are going to have a total breakout here and then the price continue to pump to the upside. So in the situation, once we have like a clear break of this resistance above like $11.50, in my humble opinion, obviously it stretches maybe to something like $18, but really for me, the indication will be right around $11.50. Then from there, I expect the bull market to resume for ICP. And if you may be asking what are the price that I'll be targeting from there, I think I've said time and again that I expect price of something like $220 for ICP with a market cap of something like $112 billion. I think it's something that is also very much realistic. So again, if you take a look at the ICP price on a daily time frame, again, let's try to get rid of our biases, right? Invert it. You also see that we actually have a distribution structure here. And once you have a practice of spending a lot of time in charts, you're going to see a lot of these distribution structures time and again, meaning in this situation, we'll be expecting ICP to pull all the way down here to the base of the distribution structure, right? But then again, once you convert the chart back to its normal scale, you'll see that ICP is poised to rise back all the way at least to something like $70 something. Obviously, this is like way much lower than my price target for the bull cycle, but still, it's just an indication right at this point that we can still continue to push higher for ICP. Right now, the market obviously is spooked. Nobody wants to talk about like higher price targets. Everybody wants to feed off of the fear, but I think we can still have a chance here for ICP. Right now, I think the most two important levels are something like $7.10 here for ICP and $11.50. Once we have a decision in either of this direction, we will see like massive acceleration of the price in both directions. So we either have to make money whilst the price is going to the downside, or we have to buy ICP, make money when the price is moving to the upside. So we can do this when we are doing, leverage trading and stuff like that. I will definitely be on the lookout for trades, and I'll be posting a lot of these trades in the page. So right now, moving on to the Jasmy price, that I think that our analysis really hasn't changed much, because what we are still seeing is that Jasmy has just gone back to the main support level here, and we are still awaiting a decision. Remember, the support level that we want to see here for Jasmy is something like 1.9 cents to hold. Once we are breaking and closing candles outside of 1.8 cents, now this is a little bit of a trouble for Jasmy, because I think it will be much more guaranteed that we have to revisit the main support level at 1.5 cents here for Jasmy, and that can result in a big size fall for some people, let me say. So because from 1.8 to something like 1.5 cents here, we could also dip as low as something like 1.4 cents. So that will be in the range of something like 20% drop. I think it's also a massive trade opportunity, so I'll also be on the outlook for this one. But still, here the structures that we have been looking for Jasmy was this, order for crush, V-shaped, a back test the support level, and off and away you go. So you see that, yeah, we are still kind of maintaining it, although it's now looking like much weaker than ever before, but still nothing has been confirmed yet for Jasmy. So still I am awaiting for confirmation off of the support level here, and from there, I mean, if we break it, the next support level is something like 1.4 1.5 cents for Jasmy. Now the support level, I think, is the single most important one, because once we are breaking this, it can actually have much bigger implications. Because, I mean, take a look at this. Once you break it, the next level is right around even below 1 cent, right? So fingers crossed we don't have a situation in which we are playing around too much with this support level. You can see here we have tested it one time here, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, but you know that the deal is that in technical analysis, the more you hit on a support or resistance level is actually the more likely you're going to be able to break it. So we don't really want to be revisiting this support level time and again, because it can actually mess the whole bull cycle here for the Jasmy price. So I think that's the analysis, but still we are maintaining those structures. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Let me also repeat this for ICP as well. Nothing has been confirmed yet. We're just looking at these things and trying to set conditions to say that, look, if this is now happening, we're going to be doing our game plan like this. So this is why it's very important to me, because I need to make decisions according to what I'm seeing on the chart, but nothing has been confirmed yet. And still, in terms of the whole bull cycle, we haven't broken anything of yet. 54 cents is our main price target for the bull cycle, but we also have got best case scenarios as high as something like $1.20 for Jasmy, right? So still we have to confirm what is happening immediate short term. But also, if we take a look at the broader market conditions, right? For example, yeah, I want to show you what the total market cap is doing here. I mean, total market cap of altcoins that exclude Ethereum. We can still see that we are maintaining this bull flag here. It hasn't been broken just yet, and from here we can still have a nice push to the upside of something like 170%. Now, if you hear 170%, you think that that's really actually small, but you have to understand that not all the coins are gonna go at the same time. So there is also a lot of rotation. We could still have 10x's with the same market cap, but as long as the rotation is still happening, I mean, today one coin pumps, it drops, the next day another one pumps, it drops, and give liquidity to the next one. So still tiny changes in the market cap can actually result in great bull runs right across the board. Now, coming back to the question of whether we have actually started a bear cycle here for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market, I think that there is one indicator that really has been consistent time and again in marking these tops, right? So I'm taking a look at the RSI here on a month time frame, but we've actually included the moving average here for the RSI as well. So what we are clearly seeing here is that once we have got our RSI like breaking below the moving average here on a monthly time scale, this has been the confirmation that the bear cycle has actually begun, right? So you can see it back then in 2014, you can see it here in 2016, you can see it here in 2021 as well, and now it relates to where we are sitting right at this point, right? But also I have to mention that we could have also seen the same thing back then in something like 2011, but of course we didn't have data that was dating back there. But I think you can already see that if we try to extrapolate the data here, we could also try to understand that, look, at this point we had that confirmation with the RSI breaking below the moving average there on the monthly time frame, and that was confirmation. So where we are sitting today is like actually a make or break moment for the Bitcoin price, because the monthly candle is going to close in something like maybe, I think, 36 hours from now, and really this is what we want to see. I mean, are we going to be breaking and closing the RSI below this moving average here? Right now we are really below it, as you can see as I'm zooming in here. Let me go ahead and highlight that. So you can see we are below it. But again, just like with the other things that we have been talking about, nothing has been confirmed just yet. We haven't closed that monthly candle yet. The Bitcoin price still has got a chance to save the war of the crypto market. On the other side, we are actually seeing here when it comes to the liquidation heat map that actually there is a lot of liquidity right around something like $72,000. We have got billions of liquidations. They're up to something like $5 billion that can be liquidated. If the Bitcoin price manages to have a quick move towards the upside, the market makers will actually be much more incentivized to push the price higher there, because that's where they will actually get the most amount of money from the market. So we'll see what eventually happens. We still have got some time with BTC, of course, but if you're really worried about what is going to be happening here with the bear cycle, I think that, yeah, you shouldn't really be worried, because you can also be making money when the price is going to the downside. So you can be shorting the price, but there are really a whole number of other altcoins that you can be shorting. I have already made a list of a number of altcoins that we are going to be shorting over the bear cycle, and I think those ones are actually very much obvious. I'll be explaining much more detail in the Patreon once I release that list. But for now, I wanted to say that if you don't know anything about trading, don't worry, you can actually enroll in our toolkit here, which I explain each and every single thing that you have to understand about trading. So this is actually something I made for the community, and it will be dropping on the 1st of September. That's like a day from now, and you'll be able to access it. Patreon members already have got access to it, so that's why you see here there are already 17 participants, and they have already rated the toolkit 4.3 out of 5. So if you like the technical analysis, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then just remember, none of what I say is financial advice. I'll see you on the next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.